What could you want here at this hour? What's wrong? Has something happened?
Yes. I realized if I went home and pretended there was nothing wrong, I probably wouldn't get much sleep. Learn the hard way that denial doesn't work. If you've got a problem, face it head on.
I see. I'm a problem.
Well, things seem kind of tense at the ball field. There's a lot of negativity here, and I think it's coming from you.
This is not my night.
And I'm not your cup of tea. You've sent me that message loud and clear. Well, I can't just let it roll off my back anymore. I want to deal with it now.
Dimitri.
I know you're exhausted. May I come in?
Please do.
I need your help.
Was Anton?
I don't renege on my promises. I will never tell Anton I'm his father. I'd never do anything to hurt him. But right now, I'm hurting someone else. Corvina, if I don't explain to her what is going on in this house, I'll lose the woman I love.
We can't do this.
All My Children, brought to you by the exciting new Vidal Sassoon hair care system for hair with salon feeling every day.
But it is.
Jack, please.
Do you honestly want to stop this?
No, dinner. This was just supposed to be dinner.
No.
This is the last thing that I've planned.
I know, me too.
I'm so sorry that I ever started this.
No, you did not start this. This thing starts itself.
Wrong?
No, listen, it is not wrong. How can anything be wrong that feels so right, huh? Erica, this feels right. You know it does. You tell me that this doesn't feel right, and I'll walk out this door.
We have to get hold of ourselves.
All right, we can put the brakes on.
I don't know what this means. Maybe this doesn't mean anything. I can't make you any promises, Jack.
I don't want any promises. All I want is you. Now.
Corvina, please. My whole life is riding on this. Let me tell Erica who Anton is.
Erica.
Yes. She's very important to me.
Your former wife? The woman who stabbed you?
It's not that simple, and you know it.
She sank the dagger into your heart. That is the fact, it's not.
There's more to it than that.
Yeah. She pleaded temporary insanity. She is an unstable person.
Erica is as stable as you are. Kendall deliberately drove her over the edge. That's how dangerous the girl is. Corvina, imagine how Erica felt tonight, watching me toast her worst nightmare, watching me dance with the shrew who almost did her in. Now, I have to tell her why I'm doing this. I have to explain, Corvina.
And endanger my son?
He's my son, too, and I love him. You ought to know that by now. I would turn myself inside out to protect him.
As long as it doesn't offend Erica.
No, that is not fair, and you know it. Now, it is driving me crazy having Kendall at Wildwind. But I will put up with it as long as I have to.
I'm not saying you haven't made any sacrifices.
Corvina, you of all people know how much it hurts having a child you can't claim. I would do anything to shield Anton, but don't ever give up the love of my life.
If I was rude at the park, I apologize. I was on edge.
You want to talk about it? Who knows? Maybe I could help.
Well, if you got a cure for first game jitters.
You coached the team last year, didn't you?
First game of the season.
I think it's a little more than first game jitters. I think you were fine until I showed up.
No, actually, my jaw was clenched long before that.
I've never seen it any other way, Laurel. You always stiffen up when I'm around. I don't know what to make of it. Can you help?
Look, I'm sorry. Look, I take a long time to warm up to people.
You warmed up to the Dillons easily enough.
Look, Trevor and I were actually pretty dicey for quite a while.
No kidding. So Trevor rubbed you the wrong way, too.
Well, it's a long story, but suffice it to say, our friendship did not happen overnight. I take a long time.
And you resent anybody that doesn't. I fell in with the Dillons just like that. Like I knew them from another life or something. And Trevor and I get along like a house of fire.
Well, I think that's lovely.
No, you don't. You can't even fake it. I put your teeth on edge.
All right, maybe I find it a little alarming that Trevor would trust his children to a virtual stranger.
I'm not a stranger.
Well, to me, you're a stranger.
Just, what does it take for a person to get on your good side, Laurel?
Well, I guess if she's going to babysit for children I love, she's got to come up with some pretty ironclad references. Did you give Trevor any?
I work for one of Trevor's best friends.
I think bookkeeping and taking care of children are kind of different jobs.
Well, I don't hear any complaints, do you? I'm crazy about the kids, especially Amanda. Trevor saw that, and it cinched it for him. I mean, what's so alarming about that?
Well, maybe that's just not the way I do things, and I'm surprised that Trevor does.
So I'm the exception to the rule. That's what's nagging at you.
No, Jane, I think what's nagging at me is a question. What is it you really want from Trevor?
Laurel on the bottom of the 7th. Never heard a girl yell so loud.
Yeah, her decibels are really up this season, huh? What are you doing up?
I had a dream
What kind of dream?
about cake.
I used to have that on a recurring basis. Plain or with icing?
Vanilla with chocolate icing. Exactly like the one we've got in the fridge.
Ooh.
What do you say? With a little milk?
I say a star pitcher needs his strength, and I say the dad of a star pitcher needs his strength, too.
I'll go bring you some.
Hey, tonight was fun, wasn't it?
The best.
It's a lot different from last summer.
Last summer was the pits.
It's been almost a year.
Can't believe it's been that long.
I can't believe we made it. But we toughed it out. We're survivors, Tim.
You think Mom knows?
Oh, no doubt it. She's up there looking down on us with that incredible expression of hers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Used to be, I'd think of her and I'd get a little stab in my heart, but now I just remember her grin.
It doesn't hurt all the time anymore.
No, we look back without feeling like curling up and dying, and we look ahead without feeling guilty. That's what moving on's about, Tim.
You're ready to start dating.
Talk about treading lightly.
Well, I figured it was bound to happen sometime. So, who are you thinking of asking out?
Well, I don't have any particular checklist I'm working with here, but somebody who liked me would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't see any lines outside the door going around the block for you.
A guy who dreams about cake, dry socks with a hairdryer, and makes popcorn with garlic and red pepper sauce? Well, how many women can get next to that?
Well, there's got to be at least one.
Yeah. There is. Laurel.
It just seems to me, Jane, that you're after something. And I'd like to know what it is.
What does Trevor have that I could possibly be after? Castles in Spain? Islands in Crete? Contacts in Hollywood? Just stop me when I'm getting warm.
It's just that you glommed onto him so fast.
Glommed? You make me sound like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, Jane. It's just that you've got to admit you are always knocking at their door.
I like them a lot. Is there something wrong with that?
You act like somebody on a mission.
I am. I need friends. I'm trying to make some.
You haven't met anybody at Orsini.
No one as friendly as Trevor.
And after a full day at work, you're still raring to sit for Trevor's kids.
I have a lot of energy, Laurel. Kids are my favorite people.
Well, Ted and Dixie have 2 kids. Have you spent any time with Junior or Jamie?
That's a completely different situation. Tad and Dixie have a full-time sitter, a nanny, and they have tons of babysitters to choose from.
You're still living at the Pine Cone, aren't you?
Now you're objecting to my address?
Well, it's just that most people